Welcome to Headspace on Relationships, and today one of part one. Now, for most people, relationships are the very bedrock of life. When they're good, they can be fulfilling, can be nourishing, engaging, enjoyable, and really kind of a great means of support. But at the worst, they can be complicated, often messy, quite frustrating, and maybe even dysfunctional. Now, of course, we can't control how others think, what they say, and how they act towards us. But what we can do is choose how we relate to others. And that's really what this exercise is about. Creating the conditions in the mind to give us the optimum kind of chance, if you like, to have healthy and happy relationships. So it's a new type of technique. It's a visualization technique we're going to use in Headspace on Relationships. And it's really important that you've completed the foundation exercise. So even though it's a different type of technique, it still builds on that foundation exercise. But all you need to do for now is to take a moment or two to get comfortable, settle the body. And we're going to set the exercise up in exactly the same way as usual. So when you're ready, with the eyes just gently open, a nice soft focus, aware of the space around you. Just taking some nice big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes, allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. As you just take a bit of time to settle into the space around you, just becoming more aware of the physical senses and the sounds in that space. So just bringing the mind back to the body now as you just scan down from head to toe. Just starting to get a sense of how the body feels. Perhaps starting to get a sense of any particularly strong underlying emotion or mood. Just gently, evenly scanning down through the body. And as you become more aware of those sensations, more aware of any feelings, just being clear in your mind about your intention for doing this exercise. As always, the intention or the motivation defines the experience of the exercise. So just clear in your mind how, by doing this exercise, you can potentially improve the lives of those around you. And now just gently bringing the attention back to the body, back to the breath, as you just rest the mind on wherever you feel that rising and falling sensation most strongly. I'd just like you to imagine now just a pinprick of light, almost like a speck of sunlight, just in the middle of the chest, the middle of the body. It's as though it's just there, as though you just noticed it. It takes no effort to kind of maintain that image in the mind. It's just there. I'd also like you to just remember a time where you've done something, said something perhaps to another person that's really been appreciated by the other person. Just replay that in the mind. And as you replay it and just remember how that person looked or what they said, in acknowledgement, just being reminded of that feeling, which was a result of a simple act of kindness. And as you're reminded of that feeling, so that speck of sunlight just begins to expand, and it begins to move outwards in every direction, increasing to the size perhaps of a small marble, a little bit bigger, maybe a golf ball, and continues outwards. So those qualities of warmth, of light, of spaciousness, just expanding out throughout the body in every direction, working out towards the extremities of the body. You can let go of the act of kindness, just present with that visualization. It's as though it's happening on its own. You're just watching it in the mind as it happens, perhaps still aware of the breath. Nothing to do. In the mind, just watching that spacious, warm, very bright awareness just expanding out in every direction. So just staying with that feeling, that image as it continues to expand slowly outwards in every direction. And when it feels as though it's reached every single part of the body, just letting go of that image for a moment and just letting the mind rest in that space to do whatever it wants to do. And now just gently bringing the attention back into the body, back into that feeling of weight in the body, points of contact, sounds just slowly coming back into the space around you as you gently open the eyes again, just pausing for a moment before moving, just to appreciate that feeling. And clear in your intention to be aware of this theme throughout the day today. And it may well be that the visualization didn't start where you expected it to. Often it's a surprise for people when we're talking about relationships that we begin with a visualization with ourselves. But of course, if we don't have a sense of kindness or love, or whatever you want to call it, in our own mind, it's very difficult to share it with others. If we have conflict and distraction in our own mind, then that's likely to spill out into our relationships. Of course, today was just learning the idea of it. Tomorrow and in the following days, there'll be a lot more time to actually sit with that visualization and to really follow it through, to get a sense of it, a greater feeling for it. So I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for day 2